come at the Meadowlands. And they're off.
Hello everyone, Wendy Ross for USTrotting.com. It's Hambletonian Week 2022. We kick off the week at Magical Acres as we catch up with trainer Jim Campbell and his two trotting stars, of course, the colt Cool Papa Bell heading into the Hambletonian and his trotting filly star Fashion Schooner heading into the Hamiltonian Oaks. At Magical Acres here with trainer Jim Campbell. Jim, Hamiltonian Week, we know you're no stranger to that Hamiltonian winner circle going back to 1995 as you had the win with Tagliabue, but that's, not to mention that you've been a presence in the Hamiltonian on a consistent basis throughout the years.
Yeah, I've been very blessed to have good horses that have competed in it. And obviously winning it with Tagliabue was as special as it gets in horse racing. But just like I said, I've been blessed that people have given me good horses to train, and the good horses have taken me to places that I never dreamed of.
Starting from the sale rings all the way when they're two and you buy them, you say, especially of course with the trotters, you say, this is what it's about though, getting to this week and hoping to have a horse in the Hamiltonian. That's
what it's all about. I said the other day to somebody that, we freeze our butts off all winter, hoping that we get horses that are competitive enough to race in the Oaks, the Hambo, or Breeders' Crowns, or any of the big races that we have out there, and that's what we strive for.
Cool Papa Bell, watching him here today at the farm, he is certainly cool, calm, and collected. Having a horse like him, raced well in his elimination. He's been racing on the New York Sire Stakes circuit, doing well, and he's had a great campaign coming into this week. But coming into him, I feel like a horse like him, he's consistent, and he seems to have it all together. I think is a big factor. Seeing how post position, see how they go, but to have a horse like him, I think he has everything he needs to be competitive in the race on Saturday.
Yeah, he's like you said, he's been very consistent for us this year. He is a real cool horse to be around, and he's the type of horse, he gives you 100% effort every time we put him out there. He's got to draw good, and he's got to get a good trip. But he's not the only one that has to have that happen to either. But I think if he gets a good trip, and depending on how the race goes, he can give us a real good shot.
How things have shaken out, it looks like you're going to have a choice, and you're going to need to choose a new driver, with Brian Sears opting with the joviality there, and of course Scott Zeron being out due to injury. Who are you going to go with to drive him?
Well, as of right now, we've got Todd McCarthy. So hoping that stays. Todd's a great driver, and he's never driven the horse before, but the good drivers, it doesn't matter. They adapt to the horse, and so I'm hoping it all works out for Todd to go with him.
Best of luck to him, but we move on to your 3-year-old trotting filly, your star, Fashion Schooner, has been fantastic. Second in her elimination, just got nipped there at the wire. I don't think anyone even saw the other filly coming. I think she's got a big shot going into the final on Saturday.
Yeah, I wasn't disappointed. Credit to the filly that beat her. She came flying, came out of nowhere. But I wasn't unhappy with the way Schooner raced. She's been real consistent for us coming in. There's a lot of fillies that can go fast, and there's a lot of good fillies too. So it's gonna be whoever gets the better trip.
Broadway Schooner, such a great mare for the Fashion Farms and of course the Joel Siegel connections. And to come back, of course, she produced Broadway Donna, and of course now with Fashion Schooner, it has to be nice to bring it full circle. Yeah,
well, it's been a really good family. To me and to Fashion Farms. Broadway Schooner, when she started her 3-year-old year, she fit non-winners at 2. She just had a so-so 2-year-old year, and then she goes out and wins the Hambletonian Oaks and the Breeders' Crown that year, and then to give us horses like Broadway Donna and Fashion Schooner, it's extra special when you've had the family. And
big strength for Fashion Schooner going into Saturday up against the other fillies?
She's a real strong, well-made filly. She's very good gaited. She doesn't have any wasted action in her, and she loves to race. She is the picture of perfection. Watching her walk around here with her caretaker, Anna, I mean, she's something to see. She's actually even bigger than Cool Papa Bell. Yeah, she's taller. She's filled out more. She's a lot bigger than Cool Papa Bell. And I have to make note too, Ann Mosner, her caretaker, I think you could put a billy goat in her stall and it'll make money. She took care of Crystal Fashion, Millie's Possession. She's been around good horses her whole life, and she just does a fantastic job.
Jim, like we said, we know you've been there and consistent there every year, but it never gets old. And what would it mean to you to win on Saturday?
Well, to win the Oaks or the Hambletonian is, that's the main races that we race for, other than the Breeders' Crowns, and it would be something really special. It's special, just to be able to race in them, because I always say the eliminations for me is the most stressful, because you're not in the race. You got to get in the race. So, we're here now. We just got to do our job this week. Hopefully we don't have any drama, and then the rest is up to the horse, and hopefully, no bad luck in the race or anything like that, and go from there.